Oh, snap! Part 2. This is season 2.
Season 2. But yeah, I feel like it's weird today. It's like we're too close, ne?
Nah.
But no, it's fine.
No, it's fine. I wonder because I want my full story cover. They want the part 2.
And then
so it's pretty weird, the Malume, you know. So one of her uncles said, hey, I actually like this one. Me. He pointed to me. He's very focused and he's family orientated and he's respectful of the elders. Yeah, but those ones, yeah. And then we Tina asked us the guys, hey, we wanted to badmouth those ones. Yeah. So like, yeah, Malume, like, where do you know these ones? They always come here, these ones. Yeah. That one with the Mercedes Benz, you know, there's no respect. That one doesn't greet us. He thinks it's better than, and we're like, yeah, you know, people with cars, yo, there's no respect.
That time you don't even have a car, Kevin. That time you don't even have a car.
You know? So that day was actually the funeral day, you know?
Yeah.
So we helped out, it was the funeral, helped out, it was a difficult day for her, but we were there supporting, you know? And she actually gave a speech on her...
my father's funeral.
Father's funeral. Like she had to speak up. She was chosen to speak about her family, you know. And she spoke about her relationship with her dad, you know. But she also said that the type of a person that she would like to get married to was someone similar to her father, you know, responsible, supportive, funny, you know.
Little did I know he was inside the room.
Yeah. You know, she thought he was still at the house, but we finished there helping out. So we wanted to go to the funeral to see if there's no chairs that need to be fixed, all of that. So we're sitting there at the door, you know, and I was like, responsible, supportive, family orientated, funny. It's like this person is describing me most. Like she's describing me.
But I'm not giving you a chance.
You know? So it was the funeral, man. Okay, yes.
Yes.
So the funeral ended, you know, on that day. And the following day we still went back to camp because it was still December, you know, January now. And she also came, you know. And I think also that time we could relate to because amongst them everyone who was there.
Yeah, he was.
We were now the ones who didn't have like parents per se.
Yeah.
But everyone else still had their own parents, so we could still relate. You know, for me, I was still saying, "Listen, man."
I could only relate to you.
Yeah, you know, because of what we've been through. You know, so I think even that situation, you know, it brought us closer. You know, and I think like she saw another side of me where I could actually be vulnerable. You know, and I could actually say to her, "Listen, man, things are gonna work out. You know, it may feel like the end of the world, but it's gonna work out, you know. There are so many people who have lost their parents, but you know, God is always there. So I think that vulnerability help us to, you know, come closer, you know, and I think before even that time I'd way fallen in love.
When you told yourself that you're getting married to me, but you know, I didn't see your vision.
Yeah, you know. I mean, don't take this thing the bad way, guys, but her father's death was my benefit. Hey, like some other, you know. Because how else are we gonna be that close? You know, we needed something to bring us close. It did because you know we spoke about life, we spoke about future. You know,
we became really, really close. Yeah. And even when you asked. But it's your child. But anyway. But say that again on how you asked me out about ceilings and floors.
Oh, so I think one thing so I think when the camp was about to end, I was saying, hey, heli camp up and we're gonna go back to our places, and we were staying in 2 different places, you know. So now, I mean, let me just have the guts to ask her out, you know. But one thing that I wanted like to be clear with the two of us, it was very clear. We were coming from 2 different backgrounds. We were coming from 2 different way of being raised. Now I was coming from typical guy from a location, you know. Went to the location schools, you know. That was just my background. She was different because she came from Model C. She grew up in town. I mean, you can hear even now, nothing much has changed, you know.
Like really now?
You know, and I realized very well that our walls were different. You know, these were ceilings and floors, you know. I was the floor, she was the ceiling. You know, she had already been ahead of me in terms of being educated. She had already been ahead of me in terms of experiencing of the world. Like, Ndomi had already stayed in Joburg. And because of her father's sickness, she already came back to stay in PE, you know.
And I've stayed by myself since I was 18 years old.
Yeah, you know, she, you know, and, you know, for me, my life growing up was just, I think by the time my parents passed on, I was already 15 years old. And from that time, my life was just a hassle and just struggling. I just, struggling was just part of my life. Yeah, but so it was just struggle, you know. And for her, I would say maybe her father's was one of the biggest struggles that she was getting introduced to, you know. So we were ceilings and floors, man, you know. She was here, I was here, and I knew that very well, you know. And, you know, I also thought to myself, maybe that's the reason maybe she's not gonna say yes, you know.
And I wasn't going to say
yeah, you know. But I threw my shot, man, you know. I was like, look, I understand we're different. And
what do you want?
I understand we're different.
What do you want?
I understand that we're different. We're two different people. You on this level, I'm on this level. But let me give you my 5-year plan. You know?
And then you said that thing about when ceilings takes floors, don't I?
Yes, for me, I always believe that, you know. Look, I was not happy where I was at that point of my life. I still wanted to develop. I still wanted to be educated, you know. As much as I was educated, but I still wanted more, you know. And I still wanted to improve my life, and you know. So I kind of felt that, you know, look, I might not reach your level, but I can do my best to come closer to your to your level, you know. So one, it was an issue of just my 5-year plan was saying, look, man, whenever you are here, I'm here, but I can still do things to come closer to you, you know. So I don't want you to turn me down because of my background. I don't want you to turn me down because of not having the equal resources that we had. I don't want you to turn it down because we are two different people. But if you could give me a chance, you could see that I've got potential.
Yes.
You know, you could see that actually, you could actually see that, you know, like, look, I'm a person of my word.
Yes.
I'm a person who believes in God, just like you believe in God. I'm a person who's hardworking, you know, and I'm not here to to hold you back in your life, you know. I can still come close. And it's not even about money, you know.
Yeah.
It was just about, at times, whether we like it or not, at times we backgrounds, at times we build friendships with people who we are comfortable with.
Yes.
Yeah, well, so if you know, like, it's all about, if you come to the same background with someone else, it's easy to be friends with that person. But to someone who's coming from a different background with you, it's always like, I'm not, you know. So I was like, my background, so I kind of gave that, you know. So that's how basically we met, and that's how I threw.
But
I was like,
he said it's so nice. Like, I don't know. It's like if ceilings and floors, a ceiling can put. Hey, he just.
Oh, I said that whatever is in the floor can always fly to the ceiling. But what's on the ceiling shouldn't come down, because that's a sign of distraction. So let me, and I was specific. I was clear. I said, look, give me a chance for 3 months. Easy. Let me be the floor that comes to your ceiling. Easy. 3 months. In that 3 months, no sex, no kissing, but get to know me. Because I kind of felt that. And you know, guys, like now at least I sound a bit better now.
You give it a month. You even said that let's give it a month.
Yeah,
first.
you know, because then the English was wrong. The skin color was dark. I was skinny. Like you could tell, Lomdana.
But you didn't trust yourself at some point. And then I remember, it's like I kept saying, no. And the other thing, I just love my father. Why would you ask me out? Like, are you mad? Like, why you in the bleed?
Yeah, man. So it was that. That's my side of the story, how we met.
Yeah.
Asking out, and she did say yes. No, she did say yes.
Yeah, I did say yes. And then after a month, he did come to ask me back. You still want us to continue?
Yes.
And that time, good relationship,
Yeah.
But I feel like your strategy worked for you because Ben Ngazungfuma, to be honest.
Yeah.
So proud to be because so many guys have asked me out.
Yeah. Also, another thing that there was just too many competition, guys.
I actually had so much competition,
and they were better than me in terms of resources. But something in me was like, Ndwana, you can't just give up. Come on now. Ndwana, conflicts. Ndwana, I don't give up. You know?
And I think another thing is that like the reason why I didn't take the other guys is because, first of all, spiritually, I felt like I'm gonna have a problem here when we start having kids. Yeah, well, like I don't have a stand with these people, and they were like just throwing me with these material things and material things like can pay like you know, and I was not about that thing, and I was like, yes, you want stability and stuff, but the character of the person, that's what you're going to live with for the rest of your life. And I'm that type of person. If I want to marry someone, I want to marry them for who they are. And my previous relationship before him, that guy said, guys, answer God's will. Yeah, I need devils.
You know, actually, I still remember I was telling my cousin sister, like, yo, there's this girl that I like, but you know, there's also other guys wanting her. And she was like, what then? What's up? And I said, like, you know, those guys, I could tell they went to good schools, they've got good cars, you know, they've got money, none here with just potential. So my cousin was like, hey, man, potential. Just give up. Claudia, I've got potential to be something in life. Just give up. Hey, didn't give up.
Yeah, we are. And then we actually worked really well together. Like, we complemented each other. And another thing is, I think I also gave you a chance because I always looked for that thing, like a guy would like resonate with my stand that no sex until like marriage, and like we won't kiss and stuff. And people always think that, like, whenever like I tell that story, they think that way, like we had. They would actually think, man, no, we kissed before, like Salalana, even before we got, like, guys, we didn't until we got married. And I think that's rare to find.
Yeah. Like, and we even moved in together.
We moved in together, but we never, guys.
We slept in the same bed.
But we never.
Doesn't mean the temptation was not there. It was the temptation, but I think it was just more like we wanted to commit to something, you know. And if we could commit to that, there's nothing that we can't commit into now. You get my point? I mean, if we could discipline ourselves then, even now we can still discipline ourselves in pursuing other things in life.
That's so true. But the problem is that, I think, okay, just to cut it short, that's the reason why I gave you a chance. It's not like Danukfuna. You get it?
It's fine.
It just happened. But sometimes you were acting as if you're dating with me, like you would be angry at things. Like in Men Gonna Bra, we're not dating.
Yeah, because you know what? Like every time, you guys don't understand. Every time things are going well, these guys will just show up. I'm like, you don't need, like, why? Like, he'll just show up. And you're like,
or even if I'm going to the gym.
I'm like, we're there at the gym. And I know she's not my girlfriend yet. I'm like, it's like they knew, but he's trying to plead that. I think we all knew that there was competition going on.
Low key.
And so it was like,
But even your friends used to ask me weird questions. But
it was. I think getting into MB became a group assignment for us as friends. Like,
it was.
Big up to my friends. Like, they helped out. Like,
I was like, yo, the question they're asking me, why are they?
We are gonna assist you. We can assist you because we could see by like emotional and you know. So even like when we was like how it felt like a group. We're like, she belongs to us now. She's one of us. She's our mankoti now. Don't purchase or anything. Yeah, man. So,
but I never thought he would have proposed after 11 months. I was shocked by that. I didn't know you were that serious about me.
Yeah, because we actually proposed after 11 months.
Yeah.
Yeah, because there was just like, look, man.
I was like, just put a ring on it.
Look, if you get a chance to get quality, don't hesitate. Just lock it.
Guys,
if it's quality, lock it down.
Yeah.
So that's how.
Yeah, that's how we met. But I also want to tell you something. also this other time he was so angry at me because he thought Diane's a large for Chomizak, and then he was angry at me.
I think that thing of sometimes you're feeling jealous, you know.
Yes.
And like people like, she's not your girlfriend yet. She's not even said yes. Why is she gonna?
That was so cute. See, you're jealous.
Because she was giving everyone food. I'm like, I'm the one who's crushing here. Why are you guys getting food now? Like, you know. But basically, man, that's how we met. That's
and here we are after 7 years.
7 years, we here. It's been good, no?
Yeah, but my story and your story is not much of a difference. But
well, you have to do your own video for me. I think you guys believe this story because it was factual. It had great examples. She relates. She could say yes to other things.
Yeah, but it's not too bad. I think I did do a video to that, but yeah, that is that story. But I think you came at the right time in my life.
Thank you.
When I needed you. Like, Ingad, God knew that I needed a person like you at that time.
Yeah.
And I'm so grateful for the type of love. Like, the way, when you were speaking about ceilings and floors, like, you're still that type of guy till today. Like, one thing I love about you, you're a man of your word. Like, period. Like, period. And I love that about you.
I think one thing that we also need to, like, for us, that I've always understood about us is that look, people can come from different backgrounds, you know, but if you have the same principles, you can make anything work. And then when the Bible says, can two walk together if they don't see eye to eye, they can't, you know. But in terms of resources, you know, you might be different. In terms of education, you might be different, you know. In terms of background, you might be different. In terms of sometimes ethnicity, you know, you can be different. Even in terms of a race, you can be different. But if you have the same principles, there's potential there. So if you, I think, Tina, one thing that we had in common, we had the principle was the same. Our view about spirituality was the same. But everything else was just wild different. Like, even when people looked at us like, what's going on there? But the point about like Leo was, what do we believe in?
Yes.
We share that community. And I always say to people talking about relationships, like, just try to find many principles for now. You know, values is fine. Everything else will come in handy.
Oh, follow. And Amundombi, they were not happy when he started dating me. And people just
what do you mean I'm doing, Mom? I was doing a girlfriend.
And people came out. Apparently, there were girls that were eyeing me out. Apparently,
that's childish stuff.
Apparently, and then when I came into the picture, like, oh, let him do it. You know, when people's like, I'm gonna get married to that guy one day, and then
the guy decides to go
go south and stuff. But I'm sorry to disappoint him. This is mom.
Wow. Guys, thank you very much.
Thank you for watching. Please do like, share, and subscribe. And tell us down below what other topics would you like us to catch up on.
But Tina will definitely be coming back with another topic.
Yes. Say bye, Zuri.
Say bye, Zuri.
Bye-bye. Bye.
Wow.